So this goes out to Ryan underscore Regal. He says, okay, to start off, here's why I even have a diary. The title being My Mom Took My Ripped Out Diary Pages from the trash and hid them in her closet to read. Do I have a right to be mad? So, one, I'm questioning my gender and sexuality, but I have conservative parents who know this fact. It's too much for me to not write down my thoughts. Two, I have a lot of anxiety, gender dysphoria, and depression. It's hard for me not to vent to at least my private journal. And then Ryan writes, so I keep a journal that harbors all my private thoughts, my deepest secrets and issues. I don't hold back because it makes me feel like someone's listening to me without being judgmental. I love poetry and books, and I'm very quiet, which doesn't help the fact that I'm homeschooled. I have no friends. I don't trust the family I live with, though I do have a sister-in-law who's closer to me than my full-blooded sister, which is why I don't like to call her my sister-in-law. But she lives up in Tennessee, and it's kind of hard to call someone when you're grounded from your phone, so I keep to myself. Okay, back to my journal. Recently, I threw out some pages in my journal because I felt bad about some of the things I said. See, I write most of the stuff in the raw or in the heat of the moment. Today, I thought me and this other family were other family member, I presume, were going to the gym to work out like normal. So I looked in my mom's closet for a sports bra. My mom's closet has a shelf at the top for hats and such. On that shelf, I saw some oddly familiar bunched up pieces of paper, partly shoved under a rectangular picture frame. When I pulled out the paper, I was mortified. It was the same paper I threw away. I took the paper and ran them to my mom. I took the papers and ran them to my room to put them in my closet. I know it has to be my mom who stole them because my dad's out all day, and my mom takes out the trash. This isn't the first time she's done something like this. What should I do? Wow, so that's 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 a lot. For one, just to answer your first question, you have a right to be mad. Yeah, I mean, your feelings are your feelings. They're valid. You have a right to feel the way you feel, and so if you're feeling mad or upset, I certainly wouldn't want to make you try to invalidate that. Um, you're, I think to some degree, probably to a significant degree, you know your mom and your dad love you and they want what's best for you and they don't understand what you're going through and maybe they're scared and maybe they understand something that you don't because I mean let's face it, I'm in my mid 30s and there's plenty that my mom and dad understand still to this day that I don't. And if I could go back and talk to myself 10 years from now, I'd tell myself I'm an idiot, let alone 20 years from now. And I'm not saying you're an idiot. Don't hear that. I'm just saying that's probably to some degree at least the perspective your mom and dad have where they worry about you. They see you going through some things. Like you said, you have a lot of anxiety, gender dysphoria, you're dealing with depression, and they're scared is really their primal emotion. And people do some crazy things when they're scared. So without telling you what to do, because it's not my place to tell you what to do, because I don't understand your situation well enough, and well, you didn't ask. I would say that to answer your first question, you can be mad. It's okay for you to feel that, and not to sound stupid. I'm not making light of it, but it's okay for you to journal about that, and it's great for you to vent semi-anonymously on Reddit or whatever forum that you like to use. I mean, I found this on Reddit, so presumably you use Reddit among maybe some other things. So it's really important for you to be able to process some of your thoughts and your feelings, and journaling is a great way of doing it, and having dialogues with people that you either trust or people that you feel safe sharing to because they don't know you, and that helps sometimes. Um, so keep doing that. Uh, I guess I did give you advice. Sorry about that. But to temper that, on one hand, yeah, you can be mad. On the other hand, try to process why you're mad. And I know it might seem really obvious. You're mad because your mom took something you felt was private. But what about that specifically hurts you? Maybe it's because it makes you feel unsafe. Maybe it's because it makes you feel invalidated. Maybe it's because it makes you feel like you're not trusted. And so helping yourself understand that not only is it useful to you, but when you and your parents inevitably talk about this, and if not this specific incident, then another one in the future that's going to come up because you're going through some complicated things. You know, you and your parents are going to have conversations about it. It's good to be able to say, hey, mom and dad, I didn't like that, not because you stole something I threw away, or because I meant to throw it away and you took it out of the trash and you read it because I didn't mean for you to read it. But you can go deeper than that and say, well, it hurt me and it made me upset because it felt like you don't trust me, or it hurt me and made me upset because I felt like I can't be safe. And then they'll hear that and they'll understand that differently than they would, just understand you yelling at them or you just saying they didn't have a right to read it. It really progresses the dialogue, and I think it'll go a long way towards helping you guys be able to talk about anything. And I think it's important that you guys be able to talk about anything, really. They're your mom and dad. They're your biggest advocates. They're your biggest fans. They're the biggest support you're ever going to have. And I know it may not feel like it all the time, but they love you like crazy. So thanks for being brave enough, Ryan, to post this. And I hope this helps. And I'm sorry if I gave you advice that you didn't ask for. And yeah, good luck to you.